Okay, this video will show how the layers mesh in PDF exported from Autodesk Inventor 2017 is still present, although it was announced that this problem was solved in 2017 version. So here I have a basic drawing file with sheets presenting this, let's say, presentation furniture piece. So as you can see here, there are various views on sheets of this document. I will now export it so you can see into the PDF. Options or layers, PDF. I have it. So one. Save. It is saving, exporting, and we are now in the PDF. So now we can examine what is in the PDF according to layers. So first, there is first of 14 sheets. So on the first sheet we have, on 0 layer there is a fill, basically shading of this view. Visible are the visible edges, visible narrow are visible narrow edges that are here on these profiles. So as we can see here, so it is basically, let's say, okay. On the second sheet we only have visible and visible narrow. This is okay. On the third sheet, still on 0 layer, there is a shading of the view. Visible are visible edges, visible narrow are narrow edges. Symbol is all the balloons and parts list. On next view we have basically the same. On the fifth view. So as we can see here, on the 0 layer, the shading is not anymore on the 0 layer. Instead, it is on the visible layer. So it is not possible now to turn off shading without turning off all of this view. So it is different from what it was on the previous sheets. Visible narrow is a visible narrow, and symbol. Now symbol is responsible for hiding dimensions that should be on the dimensions layer rather than on the symbol layer. Furthermore, we go to the next sheet. On this sheet also the shading is not on the 0 layer. Visible is basically visible. Visible narrow is visible narrow, although in this case, as you can see, visible narrow is hiding the shading of this view. Symbol. Now symbol, the first layer symbol, is responsible for dimensions, and the other symbol layer is responsible for the whole annotation. In any case, dimensions should be on the dimension layer. Next sheet, we have visible narrow, symbol as previously, and symbol here. On the next sheet, visible narrow hides the shading, although 0 layer should hide the shading. And we have sheet number 9. What is happening here? 0 does nothing, although I suppose it should hide the shading of the visible are the visible edges, visible narrow are the visible narrow edges. And in this case, visible narrow is not hiding the shading of this piece. The shading obviously is, it is now on the visible layer. Symbol. Symbol hides symbols plus view description. The other symbol hides the cross-section line definition. Hatch hides hatch. Please note, because it will be presented in a moment what hatch does later. So on this sheet, hatch does hide hatch. And dimensions, not as on previous sheets, hide hides dimensions. And on this sheet we have visible hides, for some reason it hides invisible edges. So visible layer hides the hidden lines of the holes. Visible narrow hides everything. Symbol hides section line but does not hide the section view description or title. The other symbol hides the other symbols, plus now the symbol layer is hiding the shading of this piece of the drawing. And hatch, what the hatch does, hatch hides still, hatch hides hatch. Dimensions, this dimension layer does something. It hides the this is the tangent edge here, and the dimension hides dimension. On this sheet, now we have visible that hides mostly visible, visible narrow that hides visible narrow, symbol that hides mostly symbol, hatch that is now hiding the dimensions for some unknown reason, and dimension layer that is also hiding symbols. So this is messed up. And again, on the next following sheets, this is also totally messed up. So this is only the piece of the problem. I will now go back to the inventor and open this assembly. So this assembly, as you can see, is basically is representing basically the glass piece of the furniture, let's say, and in particular I would like to present how the 3D PDF is exported, and that the 3D PDF does not represent the assembly looks. So on the assembly level of this assembly, I have appearance overrides for various components. So basically these connectors are their appearance is overridden, and also the appearance of the base is overridden, because originally the base this is the original appearance of the base that represents the colors basically represents various materials that this piece of this assembly is made of. So, but on the assembly level, I have it. This is a sub-assembly, and on this sub-assembly level, I have it I have the appearance override to black, so as it is painted, and it is followed up on the top assembly level by following the default design view representation of this sub-assembly. The same is with the connectors. If I export the 3D PDF from this assembly, I will not do it here to save time, I have it done before. So this is basically the PDF that goes out of the assembly, and as you can see, the PDF does not follow the appearance overrides made on the assembly level of this assembly that the PDF was created from. As we can see here, the base basically follows the appearance properties of the parts, as well as the connectors that basically do not follow the appearance override either. So this is another problem with the PDF export from Inventor 2017. All the data sets, all the files of the data set, the model and the exported 3D PDF you can download from my A360 drive, so you are free to play with that.